Hello there. Tonight's brush is my Maggard 24mm synthetic, has a black acetate handle. This is similar to, oh, I forget the brush that I'm thinking of. It's a high-end Badger Kent. It's a lot like a Kent handle. And always wanted one of those, never could afford one. But I like this. It's synthetic. It's a nice fat knot. It's dense. Maggard, every product I ever bought that had their name on it was worth way more than what I paid for it. So anyway, we're going to set that over there. And the soap we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to use is An Oud to Jasmine. This is Yulay Soap of the Gods. This is a sample. Now, Oud, or Oud, or Ode, or however you want to pronounce it, I'm going to pronounce it Oud. I'm a hillbilly, so get over it if I'm not pronouncing it the way you want me to. There's a lot of guys on YouTube here that have that affectation of getting the words exactly right and stuff like that. Buddy, I'm a country boy from Alabama, so Oud is how I'm going to pronounce it. I had never really, let me pull the plug on my sink. I set my scuttle in hot water and let it set while I prep for the shave in the sink, and then I drain it. Anyway, I had never really smelled Oud before. I think I have another cologne, or a couple of more soaps that have it in it, but usually it's used in, like it is here, in a cologne or perfume type scent, where there's a lot more things going on. So really truly understanding what Oud smells like, I'm not that sophisticated. I understand from research that it's not something that was normally used in colognes and perfumes unless you spend a lot of money. It's considered like, I've read on the internet and stuff like that, it's considered the scent of the rich and stuff like that. Well, nowadays, that's kind of passe. There's a lot of artisans that are using scents that at one time would be considered more proprietary to certain classes of people and things like that. So an Oud is one of those, I think, from what I understand. And it is basically a resin that occurs from the agar tree. Aggar, I believe is how you spell it. And what happens is the agar tree will get a particular type of mold growing in it, and that mold produces a resin. It's one of the reasons that it is supposed to be such an expensive scent, because it only occurs in a very small number or percentage of the agar trees and stuff like that. And I just looked some of this stuff up on the internet. I don't know how right I am. I looked on Base Notes and some of the other fragrance sites and stuff like that, trying to understand the scent. But I would expect that what is going on now is there's synthetic Oud scents going around that don't cost as much as the oils. The true oil, that's probably, I don't want to speak for Monica, but that's probably what is in most of the artisan soaps. So, but it's supposed to have kind of a damp, woody kind of scent. I've heard everything from smelling like a Band-Aid to some kind of sweet, fruity scent to smelling like manure to smelling, well, let's see. This is from Perfume Polytechnics. In tobacco oud, the tobacco dominates, and this guy looked at a whole bunch of different oud fragrances and scents. And so I'm just going to read a little bit. In tobacco oud, the tobacco dominates. In oud floor, I smell a fecal rose. In oud wood, I'm distracted by dry and airy woods and spice. The perfumes share a dark, moody woodiness, an intensity of character, a lush, exotic richness, and a hint of bitter grubbiness. But the oud note itself doesn't jump out at me or smell the same in each fragrance. Perhaps a plethora of other ingredients and different focus for each of these oud fragrances actually obscures the oud note a little, or perhaps Tom Ford is trying to show a range of uses for this ingredient rather than aiming towards identifiability and homogeneity. And I'm reminded that tuberose, which I can identify easily, can smell very different in a range of settings and fragrance compositions. Fragrance ingredients are not always mono-dimensional or particularly natural ingredients, but is real oud oil used in these fragrances for the price? I would hope so, but I'm not sure that it is. The base notes says, one of the guys says, as others have said, oud smells vary a lot depending on the quality, the variety, and how it's used, oil or smoked. And in the same way, Western oud reconstructions vary a lot depending on the model. Oud is a combination of woody notes, including wet, rotting wood, animalic, dirty notes. Some Indian ouds are at times described as fecal. Strangely mineralic notes and sweet, fruity, not in the smoke form, or smoky, leathery. Sometimes the combination comes across as having a distinct band-aid note. So, I mean, there's a lot of variance in what an oud fragrance smells like. But if I go to smelling this, what I get, first of all, this is an oud de jasmine, and jasmine is really prominent in this. And it's fantastic. I love floral scents a great deal. And in my opinion, when I smell the other notes in this scent, it almost, to me, you almost need that floral jasmine component to really bring all of this together. But I get that damp woody. I get a bit of smoky. There's a sweet note that's coming, because Vanulay's description of this is a complex attar oud like heavy woods, mosses, patchouli with undercurrents of sweet jasmine floral trailing to a rustic musk base. So I get that too. I'm getting the musk. I'm getting smoky. I'm getting wood, damp woody. It just, in my opinion, what it is it's a fantastic cologne. Now, this is supposedly, Vanulay says, perfect for him or her. So this is basically a unisex scent, and I would agree. It's lovely. It's a really nice perfume scent, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move down to the bowl. I'm going to put my brush out and empty this. I'm going to take a bit of this, and somebody's messaging me on Facebook, but I'm shooting video, so I'll get to them when I can. But I'm just going to smash that down in there. So hopefully it won't go anywhere. And if it does, I'll chase it around. Add some water to that. Lovely. That smells lovely coming out of the bowl. Excuse me a minute. There. Smells lovely coming out. I had to get that sleeve out of the way. Smells lovely coming out of this bowl. Need to add a little bit more water. I have gotten to a point where I really like Jasmine now. Yulay has a balm. I don't know if I can find it now, but I have some of it. If I can find it, I'm going to add it to this shave. Just because, in my opinion, it's a really good balm. But it's a honeysuckle balm, and I think that it will go really well with the jasmine notes in this soap. And I'm sure she has that balm in whatever scent you might want. I'll just have it in honeysuckle. But this is lovely. That's a fantastic lather, obtained rather quickly. One of the things that I like about Monica soaps is they handle water really well. This is also a tallow recipe. Tallow is not like a main ingredient in this. It's down, if you read, tallow is, let's see, stearic acid, coconut fatty acid, aloe vera, glycerin, potassium hydroxide, castor, emu, matica, coconut oil, meadow foam, and then tallow, and then lanolin oil, shea, mango, cocoa, cocoa butters, calendula extracts, polyquats, BTMS, sodium lactate, allantoin, silica, kaolin clay, and fragrance. So there's tallow in this, but it's not made like your typical tallow-based soap. This is, I believe, let me look at that again. Coconut fatty acid. It's still a coconut-based soap, but it has tallow in it, and it's lovely. We're gonna wet our face. Now I'm whipping up the soap a bit more. Let's go to town. Oh man, that's lovely. Beautiful. The jasmine scent. And now I'm getting, it's not in a bad way, but I am getting like not really rotten wood, but there's an underlying scent in here that is like, you know how if you're a hunter or someone who spends time in the outdoors, you know how like in the fall, early fall, late summer, you're out in the woods, you have that moss and stuff, lichen and stuff growing on the ground, and you can like peel it off. That scent that you get coming up off of that when you peel it, that's what I'm smelling. It smells wonderful. Not unpleasant at all, just lovely. I'm using my Weight & Butcher with the core scales. I just put a Shobu edge on this blade, and that's lovely. But I love the fact that she has that jasmine note in there. It belongs there. Lovely. And that right there is a fantastic edge. Beautiful. Lovely. Lovely, slick, rich lather. Beautiful. I always hit that section extra. Gorgeous. And a bit of touch up. Beautiful. All right. Let me dry my face. All right. Stand by. There it is. I don't use balms very often, but never hurts. This is Yulay's Aftershave Balm Honeysuckle, and it's blooming lovely. Don't need, man, that's good. Don't need much at all. That's lovely. Yeah. And I'm going to follow that with bog water. Now, that might seem like it wouldn't go with this, but it's got cinnamon, vanilla, allspice, lime, orange. It'll go really well with that. Particularly the vanilla and the fruit notes, the lime and orange. And whatever he's got in here that is bay rummy without being bay rum. This is a unique scent, by the way. If you've not tried bog water, some Irish Guy shaving soap, some Irish Guy shaving soap company. If you've not tried bog water, you are missing out, because that is an altogether unique scent. There's nothing out there that I am aware of that smells like this, and it is, man, it's fantastic. Just wonderful stuff. So I can't recommend bog water highly enough. But yeah, that went with that really well. So all right, Yulay An Oud to Jasmine. Good stuff. Wonderful cologne scent. Just lovely. Thanks for watching. God bless you. And I'll talk to you later.